Another released WWE star is reportedly joining AEW shortly. A classic gimmick match has been added to Revolution 2022, and Ric Flair has called WWE the most insensitive company in the world. Stay tuned. Kicking off with a report from Fightful Select here, talking about another released WWE star. Somebody who I think a lot of people expected to be in AEW by now, but didn't make the jump quite yet. But apparently he's going to be joining AEW very, very shortly. We are talking about the former Buddy Murphy, now of course Buddy Matthews. Fightful Select saying several talent in AEW have been told that the working plan is to bring Buddy Matthews in, which has been going around since January. When we spoke to Matthews last year for his first post-WWE interview, he was very unsure of his future and visa status. However, that seems to have already been taken care of as he was released 8 months ago and he's still working in the United States. He's obviously worked for New Japan, MLW, PWG. He's been all over the place doing incredible work, as you would expect from somebody as talented as Buddy Matthews. And as I say, this is somebody that I think we thought we would see in AEW by now. He's such a get.
Absolutely. I mean, I could be that person, of course, because he's an ex-WWE guy. No, like he always stood out, no matter if he was buried in 205 Live or he was being dragged along in the Seth Rollins Mysterio feud, and while it was eye-roll inducing, still capable of putting on amazing matches regardless of the creative. So he's a guy that you really just want on board. Like, I'm amazed that he wasn't immediately snapped up by Impact and just made champion for everything. So it's unreal that AEW have waited this long to bring him in.
Yeah, for sure. It seems like it has been a long time coming. Maybe it's been complicated behind the scenes just because of the visa stuff and various other commitments. Who knows, but expect to see him pretty soon. He's somebody that you can really slot in anywhere on the card. Like you could put him in a tag match, you're grand. You could put him opening match, he'll get the crowd like super hyped up.
He's been a champion, he's been an enforcer.
Yeah, he's done a lot, and he is so versatile, and I'm sure he'll be very, very successful in AEW, even though they've got about 1 million people on their roster now. Sticking with AEW now, a title match and a pretty unusual gimmick match has been added to AEW's Revolution pay-per-view. On last night's Dynamite, it was announced that 2 battle royals will take place over the next 2 weeks, a standard tag team battle royal and a casino tag royale. The 2 teams that win those matches will advance to a 3-way at Revolution. Also at Revolution, we now know the stip Punk MJF. We also know that it's going to be happening at Revolution. That was undecided, but I think we all knew. A lot of people calling for a cage match. You're not getting a cage match. You are getting a dog collar match.
Well, it's similar concept, right? You can't get that far away from me. A cage keeps you in, the dog collar keeps you tethered together, then put a cage around them.
Yeah, it works. It works. Yeah. I mean, that dog collar match, the Brody, that was absolutely excellent. So I'm happy. I really like it when they bring back these old sort of little scene stipulation gimmick matches. And I'm a fan of the dog collar match.
I just think they're not really paying the respect that they should be paying to wrestling's past, and there should be a coal miner's glove on a pole match at some point.
You want that back?
Or Judy Bagwell.
Worn by Judy Bagwell.
Yeah.
Oh, she's dead, isn't she?
Just cut out.
Respectful. New matches have also been added to... We love you, Judy, by the way. New matches have been added to this week's Rampage. AEW announcing, of course, that Jay White will make his AEW debut against Trent on Rampage. That should be nice. But also, you've got Dante Martin versus Powerhouse Hobbs in a Face of the Revolution ladder match qualifier. The winner will now be joining Keith Lee and Wardlow in that match. Who you got there? Who you got there? Dante Martin, Powerhouse Hobbs.
Hobbs.
Yeah, I'd say Hobbs as well. Although Dante Martin in a ladder match.
My brain just went straight to Keith Lee. Like, you just talking about Keith Lee, so I was just like...
All right, we can predict that as well.
Yeah.
Keith Lee. But good luck to Dante and Powerhouse Hobbs. And also on last night's AEW Dynamite, it was announced that Adam Cole will face Advance of the Dark Order, as well as the return of Serena Deeb's 5-minute rookie challenge, all taking place tomorrow night on Rampage.
Show.
We're over to Ric Flair. We talked about in the first video here, and there's a bit to get through here. He's been on the Woo Nation Uncensored podcast, And obviously him and his wife Wendy have recently broken up. And he's sort of laid into WWE a little bit because nobody gave him a ring after that happened.
No.
He said, I'm going to talk about the issues that went down between myself and Wendy, and everybody just wants to be negative. What disappoints me is that she still runs my business affairs and handles my personal life. There's nothing wrong with our relationship. I'm very difficult to live with because I want to travel. I like to sign autographs. And then he talked about his celebrity friends who have contacted him to check in after this breakup. And he said, she did that for like 9 straight years. She got tired of it, and I get it. But what killed me is that Charles Barkley, Darius Rucker, Kid Rock can call me and say, is everything cool, Rick? Which they have. And I go, yeah, everything's great. Life changes. Life goes in different directions. But not one person from WWE called. And he said, the most insensitive company in the world, people that I've given my life to, and they've given me a lot of theirs, none. So you see how it goes. When you're not there, they don't care. I don't resent them for it. But I noticed. I know who reached out to me and who reached out to her and who didn't. So if you're that insensitive, shame on you.
Well, Rick's going to spoil Mania, isn't he? They're going to want Biker Taker back, but they're going to, for some reason, use American Badass. Mm-hmm. And Kid Rock's going to just, at the last minute, be like, no.
Yeah.
You didn't talk to my friend Ric Flair.
I love the fact that Kid Rock of all people gave Flair a belt. That's very sweet.
Out of very left, like far out of left field. That, but
don't get me wrong. It's the company that he used to work at and everything. And maybe it's weird for somebody in management to call him. Although they are friends, but he's got enough people there that he's known for a long. Why didn't Becky Lynch give him a belt? They're besties.
It is surprising. Like you would expect something, at least one person in the office to have called. But
yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Johnny Ace, pull your finger out. What are you playing at? And we're finished.
Sorry, Rick. He just talks like
that was Mel B off Bo Select, wasn't it?
Talks like he's like pulled his groin all the time.
I'm sorry, Rick, you bastard. We're finishing with a bit more Ric Flair news, and I don't know what to make of this. Sam, you are the perfect person to be sat next to here, because Ric Flair is becoming a hologram.
Of course he is.
No, not so he can wrestle in Saudi Arabia. He is becoming a hologram because he signed a deal with Fame Days to become a featured celebrity on their augmented reality greeting site. Like basically it's Cameo.
It's Cameo, but with no work or include. Oh my god!
So right, my understanding of this is they recorded Flair in front of a green screen, going, "Oh man, woo, you're the best," and that. And then you point your phone at it and it puts Ric Flair next to you, and so you can interact with Ric Flair. Okay. That's what I think. So it says, using the Fame Days mobile app, fans can enjoy life-size hologram video messages right in their home. Fans can record their own videos and pictures with the virtual star as if they are standing right next to them in real life, and then share the content via social media. I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that now in Premiere, right?
We could do it with a green screen. It's just a drag-drop key effect. Done.
But we haven't got Ric Flair here.
No, we don't, but at the same time, how is it going to sound like, woo, thank you, Kevin?
No, I don't even think you get that. I think he's so sort of vague that it's like, woo, you're my best friend, buddy. That's
woo,
Ric Flair.
number one.
And then Kevin is stood there next to Ric Flair.
Just beaming with like,
come on.
Tear just rolling down.
I guess you can't. No, you can. You
could
put your arm
but
around
start
because it's
through.
superimposed on top.
Yeah.
I mean, Braun Strowman, Adam Scherr, he's already on the e-greeting site. You've got David Ortiz, Blake Hortzman.
From The Bachelor.
Von Miller. I don't know who any of these people are. They're American football people. But if you want to message with Ric Flair, then Fame Days.
I genuinely thought you were going to say he was being turned into like a 2-pack one to make public appearances.
No, that'd be cool, wouldn't it? That'd be awesome.
Yeah,
I'm surprised WWE haven't done that proper yet. I know they've sort of experimented with hologram stuff before.
I think the second that they can somehow like project holograms toward an area.
Well, they can do that, can't they? We've seen it.
But rather than having it, because the way it works right now, like say when you saw the 2-pack one, it's beams of light being shot across a flat plane.
Yeah.
But if you could have it so everybody in the arena can see it happening in a ring, then
I think Hall of Fame's the best place for this.
Well, this is it. You could have you could just do a rerun of Hogan. Andre, say, and it's all being projected into the ring and everybody could watch.
Yeah.
But I don't know, I think that technology is still probably quite some way away.
Right, okay. But if you could have who's not in the Hall of Fame that's passed away? Vader, for example. If you could have a hologram of Vader just doing something.
Yeah. Well, as long as they don't get the lines mixed up and Vader comes out and goes, woo! Thank you, Kevin.
Anyway, shout out to Judy Bagwell. Stay tuned. More great content coming. Predictions for Elimination Chamber heading to the channel. They'll be online tonight, so stay tuned for those. All the best. Love and light. God bless.
Tatty bye.